Okay, so a philosophy you must embrace if you want to build a studio in a small space is that walls are just floor playing hard to get. This small room, for example, is actually a massive warehouse where 80% of the floor space just so happens to be tables that you can store things on. Because these tables are vertical and gravity unfortunately is a thing, proper utilization requires shelves. This introduces the shelf problem. If I install a standard 1 foot deep shelf, or perhaps a shelving unit from the store, it's no big deal, right? The wall just creeps in by about a foot. But if I do what I must do to store all of my garbage, which is to line every wall with shelves, suddenly, and I know it's shocking, I had to check my math twice on this one, my 143 square foot room gets reduced by 44 square feet. That's 30%. And that means less room for activities, and I need room for activities. This brings us to the shelf solution. This one, installed in 2 parts, has a perfect little slot for organizers. I've named this one the butterfly. Because it's too, I don't know, it's symmetrical. All right. This next one is named the coffin. Similar idea, just doesn't have a slot for organizers. I mean, it could. And this one is Angela. It hangs larger tools. The thing which makes them so special, and why I couldn't just buy pre-made furniture from IKEA, is that they are exactly 6 inches deep. Because it just so happens that most things in life, storage boxes, glue bottles, this wonderful set of vases, are under 6 inches deep themselves. Rowed up nicely, items do not hide behind each other and always remain findable and grabbable. There is no escape when your shelves are 6 inches deep. And the best part of this tiny little reduction in depth is that space usage maxes out at only 23 square feet. This leaves room for activities. Deeper than 6 inches, I'm not exactly sure what these two are going to store, but chances are they'll store items that are deeper than 6 inches. This one is named Heavy as Fuck because I have no idea how I'm gonna get it up the stairs. The other one doesn't have a name because it's ugly and I hate it. But now it has 9 holes on the top for a very special purpose that will be revealed in time. It'll blow your minds. It's crazy, you'll see. A 16th off. 6 inches, yes! And these go, no, don't tell me they have not been going well. Just keep measuring this shit wrong. Building custom furniture is just about as difficult as you think it might be. Especially when you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. But the best part about not knowing what you're doing is that if you do enough doing, you start to know what you're doing. I really feel like an expert now. I didn't even struggle like once. Yeah. But with great knowing what you're doing comes great knowledge of how difficult doing the thing actually is. And with the comforting mist of ineptitude and its accompanying delusion gone, all I have left is a sander and knowledge of exactly how painful finishing these off will be, because sanding sucks. Actually, I don't have a sander. All I have is knowledge. We got into a bit of a fight, and I won. A poor craftsman blames his tools. Well, call me a poor craftsman then, because this Makitka sheet sander changed my life. Sure, it still took all week, but I wasn't in a state of agony while doing it. The paper didn't slip off all the time, it didn't sound like a jackhammer, it felt so good to use that I found myself lulled into a meditative state by its quiet and reassuring oscillatory hum. Has anyone considered that perhaps the poor craftsman may be the way he is because whenever it's time to practice the craft, his tools make him want to die, so he doesn't do it? I'm finished sanding. I'm done standing. I'm done